I did another experiment with wet chicken feed. I did something like that maybe about a year ago, not quite. And they say, you get the chicken feed nice and wet, you let it sit for a couple of days, and the chickens like it more, and they end up not eating as much. And it's only April here, so it doesn't get too hot, but I was doing wet chicken feed in the shed, and I found that after about 2.5, 3 days, it starts molding. Allegedly, to get the benefits, you're supposed to wait about 3 days, 3 or 4 days, but I can barely make it to make it past 2 before it starts getting moldy. They do seem to like the wet feed better, and they don't need as much, so I'm going to be doing some kind of system. But here's the stuff. Let's see, I started it Sunday night, I think. No, not Sunday night, Monday night, and it's already very moldy, so that's going to have into compost, sadly. But that's what I learned about wet chicken feed, is around here it just molds too quick to follow most other instructions. Other thing I wanted to say is kind of off topic, not really off topic because it's planned. Why I don't like credit cards. Bought a house. Been spending a lot of money on the house. I bought rotary hammer and stuff to put in hurricane ties and all that stuff. And it's nice. The credit cards give you like 2% cash back. But something I noticed over the past few months is that none of them allow you to have an option to pay the whole thing off. I have a Wells Fargo account. I have one with Citi, and one with American Express. And they all have this thing where you have an option to pay off the full account balance, or the full statement balance. And the earliest day you can pay off the statement is typically a week or two after the statement due date. So it's just late enough that you avoid any late fees. But what I've noticed is with the auto pay features, they have it set up so that you end up accruing interest. You only accrue interest for a couple days. It's not gonna break the bank, but I noticed that if you have auto pay turned on, you set it and forget it, you end up losing like half of your credit card rewards. At least that's about what has worked out for me. Is I get $50 in rewards, and just setting auto pay to pay it as early as possible, I lose $25 in interest accrued. So I got some credit cards because I wanted to have a bigger line of credit for when I went to buy a house. That would be good for my credit score, and ended up being about a wash. But that was something I noticed because I hadn't really been using them a whole lot more recently before I started this channel. I'd either use them irresponsibly or use them not at all. That's really what I've taken. The takeaway that I've gotten from it is if you use an auto pay on something like that, then you're getting hosed. You got to be going in manually paying it every few days. So I'm going to be putting the credit cards all in storage and not using them anymore. At least that is the plan. Actually, in this town I'm in, a lot of places have fees for using credit or debit cards, so I'm going to be using cash for more things. Because 2% cash back is nice, but what's even nicer is not paying a 3% fee on going out to eat or whatever it may be. So I think it'll probably end up being a wash, and I'd rather just cut out the middleman entirely if I can, because I got the money that I don't need to use their services. So that's all. Looks like I got 3 eggs today. We have so many eggs, we don't really know what to do with them. I mean, I drink them, of course, but some days I just don't want to do that. So we're stockpiling quite a bit of eggs, and I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to go put this moldy chicken feed in the compost.